I'm America's digital pro, Kim Komando. Hey, and welcome to Tech News This Week. It's where we give you just the top tech stories. We tell you about the scams and the latest security alerts and the crazy happenings in the world of tech. All right, coming up, after 15 years, Mark Zuckerberg says, are you ready for it? We really need a drum roll. We really need the angels because Mark Zuckerberg says he finally wants Facebook to focus on privacy. Oh my gosh, I can't even say that with a straight face.
I'm Mike James. We're also going to tell you about the new trend in real estate listings. Those online photos may not be what they seem.
Plus, if you don't have time to call a restaurant for a reservation, Google will now do it for you.
And fraudsters who use the old bait and switch are now the target of hackers.
All that and much more in Tech News This Week from the news desk at Komando.com. And first up, we'd like to recognize our partners because they help make these podcasts possible. When you're hiring, you don't want to waste time sorting through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. You need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed.com for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
We start, well, very surprisingly, with CEO Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. Earlier this week, he made a startling discovery, something that's a foreign concept of Facebook called privacy. So he wrote about the epiphany in a 3,000-word post. He says the future of the company will be a privacy-focused platform, while making it more secure. What a great idea! And as we've previously heard, Zuckerberg's vision includes an integrated messaging service so people can send encrypted messages to each other regardless of whether they're on Facebook Messenger, Instagram, or WhatsApp. They'll apparently all work together in one big, happy, private messaging monopoly. Those messages will also include a self-destruct button so people don't have to worry about the past coming to haunt them. Oh, wow. Great. That makes me feel so much better. Facebook Messenger already has an option to delete messages automatically, depending on what time frame you choose. Sure, you don't see them anymore, but are they really gone? That's a big question. At one point in this lengthy post, Zuckerberg said, and I quote, "I understand that many people don't think Facebook can or would even want to build this kind of privacy-focused platform, because, frankly, we don't currently have a strong reputation for building privacy protective services," end quote. Wow. What's funny about this is that he wrote these words almost 1 year to the day after the Cambridge Analytica scandal broke. So yeah, Mark, guess what? We already know about your privacy failings, and thanks to this Cambridge Analytica thing and every other time you've collected and distributed data without permission, even now, USA Today is reporting that some Android apps like Yelp and Indeed are sending your data to Facebook. And that's even if you don't have an account. Fool us once, shame on you. Fool us a dozen times, you get the picture. But if you really want a social media experience that focuses on your privacy, consider ditching Facebook altogether and reserve your spot for the new Komando community. It's coming soon. Socialize without having to worry about your privacy. You can check it out at Komando.com.
Let's say you're moving and you're shopping for a house that's far, far away. You're online swiping through the photos. Wow, check out that kitchen. Did you see the pool? Oh my gosh, the master bedroom is amazing. You like the place so much. You're like, I've got to have it. You put in an offer and bingo, bango, you own it. Then you get there. Whoa, wait a minute. What's about that kitchen? It has Formica? And that master bedroom? Shag carpet? What's going on here? It didn't go anywhere. It was never there to begin with because, guess what? Thanks to Photoshop, the photos were doctored. Yeah, it's not just pics of people that are being manipulated anymore. It's even deepfake videos. Now you might wonder if that home you're looking at really has that pretty fireplace or that fancy crown molding. The Wall Street Journal did a whole bunch of research, and they found that digital photo manipulation is being used by a lot of homeowners now and real estate agents because it's so cheap. Why replace the wood flooring for thousands of dollars when you can just add nicer wood flooring to the picture for, say, a few bucks, right? And if you don't verify what's real, it could come back to bite you. Last year, a Redfin survey showed that some 20% of homebuyers made an offer on a home that they never ever visited. Wow, I couldn't imagine that, could you? It was 35% in 2017. Now, from a business standpoint, people who flip houses, they just might want to flip out when they use algorithms to buy properties that aren't exactly what they seem. These virtual stagers say that doctoring listing photos can protect the privacy of sellers, and adding things like virtual furniture helps people imagine how the space can be used. How's that for some PR speak? Maybe they should leave the imagination to us at Disney. We've got enough to worry about. We don't need deep fake living rooms, too.
Well, here's something interesting that might bring a smile to your face. Scammers who steal our money just had money stolen from them. It's the ironic tale of cyber criminals stealing from internet fraudsters. Everyone is fair game in the world of hacking, and questionable sites, who you can't trust with your personal information in the first place, are also vulnerable to data breaches. According to a new report by Krebs on Security, hackers are now auctioning access to databases of personal information from an online data broker that's linked to a number of bait-and-switch scam websites. Krebs said this week an auction notice was posted on the dark web for administrative access to the web panel of a U.S. search center, and it has around 4 million customer records, including names, passwords, email addresses, and phone numbers, and the starting bid was pretty steep, about $800. Krebs said that the affected customers had one common denominator. It looks like they all have purchased subscriptions to questionable sites that collect and sell public records. Sites named in the report include misleading domains and websites like propertyrecord.com, dmv.us.org, police.us.org, carhistory.us.org, and criminalrecords.us.org. Krebs also discovered that the sites linked to the auction all shared several toll-free customer support numbers at one time or another. These numbers apparently were rotated frequently because they were all reported by customers for fraud. Why these? Well, in a classic bait-and-switch subscription scam, these services first lure customers in by selling them their initial reports for a mere $1 and then continuously charging them with larger subscription fees on their credit cards. Check out Komando.com for more information on these sites and how to protect yourself. Apparently, cyber criminals live in a dog-eat-dog world, too.
Just ahead, Google can call businesses, and people may not even know that they're actually talking to a robot. Right now, a quick thank you to our amazing partners who help make this update possible. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free. Plus, there's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level. The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy-to-understand charts and market data and place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio. Discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss an opportunity to invest. Robinhood is giving listeners of Komando On Demand a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. Sign up at invest.robinhood.com, invest.robinhood.com.
If you don't have time to make that dinner reservation yourself and you can't afford to hire an assistant, you can have Google do it. This is pretty fascinating. If the restaurant has a way you can book reservations online, Google will take care of it. But if they don't, Google will still take care of it because they will actually call the restaurant on the phone to get you a table. Google wowed a lot of people at a conference last year when they showed off their new duplex assistant. It called a hair salon to book an appointment, and then it also called a restaurant to make a reservation. But here's the wow factor. It sounded like a real person, and it had a conversation just like a real person would, adapting to changes on the fly. Here, take a listen.
See, how may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to reserve a table for Wednesday the 7th.
For 7 people?
It's for 4 people.
For people when
Next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Oh, actually, we reserve for like upper like 5 people. For people, you can come.
How long is the wait usually to be seated?
For when tomorrow or weekday or?
For next Wednesday, the 7th.
Oh no, it's not too busy. You can come for 4 people, okay?
Oh, I gotcha. Thanks.
Bye bye.
Google also said that they have many conversations like this with restaurants when they were testing, and this device can think on the fly, as you just heard. Well, now they're rolling it out. If you have a Google Pixel 3 smartphone, you can ask the Google Assistant to book a table, and it's ready to use right now in 43 states. What's concerning is that before now, we would always know if we were talking to a computer. Like if Siri calls you, you're going to know it's Siri. Alexa won't be able to fake you out either. But if you get a call from Google Duplex, if it didn't identify itself, you might not even know you're talking to a robot that's recording you. And here comes more data collection. It's only available to use on a Pixel 3 right now, but it'll be coming to other Android phones in the coming weeks. And it's also on the way to iPhones, although Google says it's going to take some time. Definitely very cool technology, and we'll definitely be checking that out to see how it works.
It's another week and another Facebook privacy eye roll. This time, the phone number that you use to prove you own your own account, it's up for grabs. When you set up your Facebook account, you gave them a phone number to keep your account safe from hackers. It's called two-factor authentication. You get a code via text message if you're signing in on a new browser or location, or if you forgot your password. A year ago, Facebook said that they would stop letting people find profiles by phone numbers and also stop selling your phone number to advertisers. But it seems a version of the practice is still continuing. People can find you using the phone number that you set up for two-factor authentication, and you can't opt out of it. Well, you can opt out. Stop using Facebook. I did last year, and I never looked back.
Alexa can't call and make dinner reservations for you yet, but can talk to your streaming box. As of this week, you can now voice control Roku streaming gadgets and Roku-powered TVs with Alexa. Remember, Google Assistant has been able to do this since last year. And even a number of Roku gadgets have their own voice search and control built in. And of course, Alexa can also control Fire TV streaming gadgets. So this partnership is a bit surprising. It seems to be more of a competitive move against Google, so it actually does make sense if you think about it. Although it's not perfect. If you have a Roku gadget in the house, the Alexa Roku still is definitely worth trying. Head over to Komando.com and we'll tell you how to set it up. Another scam we need to warn you about, this time about a mobile payment service called Cash App. According to Columbus, Georgia TV station WTVM, some people who use that app are saying that they're being scammed by crooks using fake numbers and fake accounts. Here's what's happening. Cash App is a person-to-person money transferring app similar to others like Venmo and PayPal. A woman told the TV station she was trying to use that app to send money to her son, who's in the Navy, but the transaction wouldn't go through, so she tried to contact customer support. But here's the problem. She used Google to find a phone number for Cash App and thought she found the right one. She called, and the person on the other end of the line asked for some of her information to validate what she was saying. And I bet you know what happened next. Yes, minutes later, more than $4,500 was drained from her account. She called police, and they issued a fraud alert because they apparently found quite a few fake 800 numbers for the Cash App, and other people were also losing money to these scammers. In fact, if you find any phone numbers for Cash App, then you're safe to assume they're fake. That's because Cash App doesn't use phones for customer service, just email. Cash App released the typical canned response saying they try to educate their customers about phishing scams and to visit their site for more information, yada, yada, yada. As far as the woman who spoke with WTVM is concerned, her money is gone, and there's no indication if Cash App or her bank will help her out with that.
More tech news from Komando.com is coming up in a moment. A big step is finally getting rid of online passwords we need to tell you about. And then later on, the smart way to make cheese at home. Right now, let me tell you about our partners at Capterra. It's 2019, and technology has grown leaps and bounds since 1999. So why are you still using that old, outdated software? Find software that fits your business's needs using Capterra.com. I get asked all the time for different recommendations, and I refer people to Capterra.com. With over 700,000 reviews of products from real software users, discover everything you need to make an informed decision. Search more than 700 specific categories of software, everything from project management to email marketing to yoga studio management software. No matter your business needs, Capterra makes it easy to discover the right solution fast. Join the millions of people who use Capterra each month to find the right tools for their business. Visit Capterra.com/Kim today to find the right tools to make 2019 the year for your business. Once again, that address is Capterra.com/Kim. Let me spell it for you. Capterra.com/Kim.
You know the routine. Your account's been breached. It's time to change your password. Stop using the same password for everything. It goes on and on. So it goes without saying, passwords are bad. They're old, they're not very secure, and they're always getting stolen from things like phishing scams or keystroke logging. But there may be hope. You might not have to keep relying on the antiquated password. It's because a World Wide Web consortium and the FIDO Alliance this week finally made web authentication an official password-free login standard. This new standard is set to become the go-to option for account logins, so you would use biometrics like your fingerprint or your face to access your account instead of those passwords. And you can also use your smartphone or smartwatch to verify your identity, maybe even a USB security key. Whichever way you use, web authentication is more secure than any password that you could possibly come up with. And most popular web browsers support web authentication, including Google, Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and Apple's Safari. More good news, a lot of operating systems also support this new format, like Windows 10, Chrome OS, and Android. But here's the speed bump. Companies have to get on board with the new standard. While some companies are ready to roll, like Dropbox and Microsoft, others might not quite be so ready to part ways with the password logins. Bottom line right now is that there is an official standard that could change some minds that want to stay with passwords. So the bottom line is, passwords may be going away. Yes. But I thought you'd be happy about that.
It takes a lot to impress tech customers. So far this year, the foldable smartphone is generating a ton of excitement. And why not? A radical new phone design hasn't appeared in years. Should you buy one? The largest smartphone manufacturers, Samsung, Apple, and the Chinese company, Huawei, they're all in a race to bring you the foldable phone. Samsung will probably have one for sale at the end of this year. Apple says its foldable iPhone is still more than a year away. Now, this is all very new, very exotic, and very expensive technology, 2 to 3 times the cost of a standard smartphone. Most importantly, it's widely untested. Initially, problems will be widespread. Repairs will be expensive. And for these reasons, I'll be waiting for the foldable version 1.2.
If you have an Apple Watch, then you're aware just how expensive they can be. And if you don't have one, you're probably also aware of how expensive an Apple Watch could be. About a year ago, Fitbit released the Versa, which is definitely more of a true smartwatch than just an activity tracker. And at $200, it also is half the price of the Apple Watch. Now Fitbit's doubling down. On Wednesday, Fitbit unveiled the new Versa Lite, and it comes in at $160. Business Insider compared the smartwatches and liked its fancier flagship, the Versa. The Lite automatically tracks activity, supports a lot of exercise modes, has a heart rate sensor, and it'll track your sleep stages. You also get notifications, and it can control your music as long as it's connected to your smartphone. And like the first Versa, it's water resistant and should last about 4 days on a single charge. There are some workout trade-offs, and surprisingly, it won't be able to count the number of floors that you've climbed. As far as the Apple Watch go, they've got similar features except for native sleep tracking. at least for now, and also got dedicated GPS that doesn't need your phone. Oh, and that has the name Apple on it, and that usually leads to a higher price just in and of itself. So is the Fitbit Versa Lite worth it? The fact that the Apple Watch is 2.5 times more expensive makes it absolutely worth considering. But if you have an iPhone, keep in mind that it really only plays nice with the Apple Watch, so your connecting options for anything else will be limited. Apple just doesn't like anyone else coming into their little garden. But if you go after the Versa Lite, pre-orders have already started and it'll be released later this month. It also comes in 4 fun colors, so if that's not the reason to buy a device, I don't know what is. Well, finally today, the smart cheesemaker I never knew I needed is becoming a reality. A company called Formaggio showed off their cheese-making creation at CES back in January, and now it's on Kickstarter. Even though you can find, pretty fancy cheese at most big grocery stores, Formaggio says that their cheese is more authentic and natural, even healthier for you. That's quite a claim, and that healthier part only goes as far as how clean you keep the cheese-making machine. So you just throw in the ingredients, which includes curdled milk, and then you pick a setting for which cheese you want to make, any kind, from ricotta to cheddar, although some of the more complex types take longer than others. Then it'll take care of the rest. It's got an LCD touchscreen and can also be controlled via Bluetooth on your smartphone. So if you really are into the whole smart kitchen experience, or just maybe you're into great cheese, this should go well with your smart appliances, smart frying pans and smart forks, and once that cheese is finished, just ask your smart LG fridge to tell you which wine will go best with it. Reserve yours on Kickstarter for $250. It's supposed to be shipping in about a year. There's one good thing about tax season in 2019. Your taxes have never been faster or easier, especially if you do it online, since many of us wait until the last minute to arrange all our paperwork. Digital filing is a real lifesaver. No matter how complicated your professional situation, easy-to-use software enables you to tally your own taxes, and if you're up to speed, calculate your return. Some folks prefer to hire a skilled accountant, especially with all the changes this past year, but the DIY approach may save you some money. Different people gravitate toward different software. Some are better for simpler filings, such as full-time employees with no side jobs. Others are better for complex filings, such as an independent contractor and small business owners. Most of us prefer free software, but paying for a service often provides you with the tech support and extra security measures. Such security measures are important. Fake tax preparers are on the rise, and they can steal both your personal data and your return. So which is best for you? Here's a comparative list of several different programs and their different subscription models. If worst comes to worst, you can file for an extension, which will give you until October 15th to file for 2018. Although if you want our advice, get it out of the way as soon as you can, especially if you think you may owe money. We're going to start with TurboTax, which is a simple, dependable, and very popular tax filing software. This year, TurboTax offers 4 packages depending on your filing situation. If you have a simple tax return to file, your best option is the free edition. You'll pay nothing to file your federal and state taxes. Start by importing your W-2, answer a couple of questions, and TurboTax will help you get the maximum refund. Other options include Deluxe, which helps maximize tax deductions and credits. Premier is for those with investment and rental property. Finally, there's a self-employed edition, which is perfect for personal and business income and expenses. The prices, well, there's a free edition. The Deluxe is $40, Premier is $60, and then self-employed is $90. The state filing fee is $0 with the free edition and $40 for all others. And if you need a little help filing, you might want to turn to the pros at H&R Block. This is especially helpful if you've worked as an independent contractor or have numerous credits or expenses that count against your final bill. This year, H&R Block has 4 online options. The free option is best for those with a W-2 or without children, and if you rent the place you live. It's really simple to use. You can even snap a picture to import your W-2. For those that qualify for this version, it's free to file for both federal and state. The other online options include Deluxe, which is best for homeowners, donations, and HSAs. Premium is best for freelancers, contractors, and investors. And finally, Self-Employed works best for self-employed and small businesses. Makes all kinds of sense. And so there's a free online version. The Deluxe online version is $29.99. The Premium version is $49.99. And then the Self-Employed online is $79.99. Filing fee is $0 with the free version and $36.99 for all the others. If you choose to go with TaxAct, you might be able to receive a bonus with your tax refund. It's offering up to a $100 refund bonus by putting part of your refund on gift cards from a list of popular retailers. The bonus amount depends on your refund and choice of gift card. TaxAct also offers a free filing option for simple returns that can include retirement income. There are 3 other options to choose from. The Basic Plus option is perfect for filers with dependents, college expenses, and more. The Deluxe version works for homeowners, people with deductions, credits, and adjustments. And then the Premier is for filers with investments, rental property, and includes prioritized support. Again, there's the free version. The Basic is $9.95, the Deluxe version $29.95, and then the Premier version is $34.95. State filing fee is $0 with the free option, $19.95 with the Basic, and $39.95 for the Deluxe and Premier Plus options. And if you want the peace of mind that comes with identity protection, you might want to take a look at Tax Slayer. There are 5 options to choose from, and its ultimate package includes identity theft protection and tax audit defense. It also has a Simply Free option that's perfect for simple filings. You can download previous tax returns from another tax service to make the filing process easier. Other options include Classic, which is most popular and good for all tax situations. All the forms include Premium. It's the fastest way to prep and e-file and includes priority support when you need it. Self-Employed comes with the most personal guidance for unique self-employment situations. And then Ultimate offers ultimate peace of mind for any and all tax filers with defense and protection. Well, the price, they have the Simply Free version, the Classic, which is $17, a Premium version, which is $37, and then Self-Employed is $47. The Ultimate Edition is $57. The filing fee is free for the Simply Free version, $29 with the other versions. Jackson Hewitt offers step-by-step preparation along with unlimited online support in case you need help. They have 3 plans to choose from and aren't named, just identifiable by price. The first option is best for filers with simple returns and up to $100,000 in taxable income. The second tier plan is best for families and retirees that includes filings with children and other dependents, student loans, educator expenses, and retirement income. The third tier plan is best for complex returns with incomes of over $100,000. That might include rental property. Price, Tier 1 is free. Tier 2, $29.99. Tier 3 is $49.99. The state filing fee for the Tier 1 plan is free, and then for the others, it's $36.95. You can read Kim's weekly column a full week before it's published in USA Today by visiting Komando.com. This weekend, Kim is looking at app stores. Sure, it can be difficult to find what you're looking for when there are 1,000 apps to choose from, but Kim's got you covered. She'll talk about some of her favorites. Plus, be sure to check out the stories we're covering at Komando.com, like 7 clever sites that will save you a ton of money, and the trick to blocking your cell phone number from caller ID, plus a warning about sextortion phishing scams that are masquerading as security alerts. And by the way, every week on Kim's national radio show, she answers questions from people just like you who want to live their best digital life ever. And whether it's a family problem or business issue, if you're wondering how to get things done, you can make an appointment to speak with Kim, use our dedicated caller line, and leave a message at 602-381-8200, extension 290. Again, that number is 602-381-8200, extension 290. Leave a message to talk to Kim on the air, and a producer will get back to you. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.